If Nigerian rulers are deceiving us, should we continue to deceive ourselves? The Boko Haram Muslim community indicated in 2012 those behind its predicament. That what is the predicament? The predicament of the Boko Haram Muslim community is that it was a peaceful community until terrorism was imposed on it by Nigeria's rulers. How? Yes, because it existed peacefully before being attacked by Nigeria's rulers. And the attack led to its taking up arms to counter-attack. And eventually taken to terrorism to counter governmental terrorism against it. That's the predicament. But who are those behind the predicament? The Muslim imperialists, and to be more precise, the Fulani Muslim imperialists. Because the identities of those revealed by the Boko Haram Muslim community in 2012 is clear, or the identities are clear. We have their names and we know them. How did it come about? In 2012, when the war became hot, horrible, and full of agony and anguish, with killings on both sides. Government forces killing, the Boko Haram forces killing, and deploying suicide bombing. Some right-thinking persons begin to say, let us find peaceful means of resolving this crisis. And that was championed by not less a person than Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe, Jonathan's political advisor, in person of Mrs. Sarah Jubril. Wherever she is a holy ground, because you could see her enthusiasm, her joy of being the one to help Nigeria to regain her peace. So she was going to midwife dialogue between the government and Boko Haram. But Boko Haram gave a condition. And the condition was that the government panel must include the Emir, the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar. Yes. Name, office and name. Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar III of Sokoto, and Aminu Tambuwa from Sokoto State, who was the then Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives. And in the third instance, Muhammadu Buhari, a former head of state, a former military head of state who retired as a major general. The three of them. So, 2 persons from Sokoto and the 3rd person from Katsina State, the state of Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, who started the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community. So, what else are you looking for? By saying that if for Boko Haram said for it to be present for the dialogue, those 3 persons must be there. Meaning that the Boko Haram knew its assailants, Fulani Muslim imperialists, represented by the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammadu Saad Abubakar III, Aminu Tambuwa from Sokoto State, and Muhammadu Buhari from Katsina State. Fulani Muslim dominated area states of Nigeria. They are not the only 2 states, but Sokoto is the headquarters of mainline Muslims in Nigeria. And these are Fulani Muslim imperialists, like Umaru Musa Yar'Adua himself. So, what further evidence are we looking for? So, because of Fulani Muslim imperialists, Nigeria must be fighting a jihadist war, an internal Muslim war. Yes, because the accusation is that the Islam of the Boko Haram Muslim community is unorthodox. But Nigeria's constitution does not care about your faith. Your faith is your faith, provided you are not constituting a nuisance for society. You are not violent, which was the reason the former president Olusegun Obasanjo did not attack the community. But the Fulani Muslim imperialists got power, and the Fulani Muslim imperialists who had been pressurizing him to attack the community now had opportunity in one of their own, becoming the president, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, who abused his power to impose a jihadist war on the nation. So, Tinubu now promising to he promised on the way to power that he would toe the line of Yar'Adua, Goodluck Ebele Asikwe Jonathan, who keyed into the war, and Muhammadu Buhari, a Fulani Muslim imperialist who, like Jonathan, perpetuated the war. And he has been doing that since he came to power. Now saying we will defeat terrorism. How will you do it? What are you going to do that Yar'Adua did not do, Jonathan did not do, Buhari did not do? You have to tell Nigerians that, and you have been in power now for more than 2 years, and all we can see is worsening insecurity, in mushrooming armed bandits, and in terrorism expanding its coasts from the northeast to the northwest and some other part of Nigeria. In Niger State, in the north central, Kogi State in the north central, and some parts of Kwara State. You know, even Ondo State, terrorism has visited Ondo State in Yoruba, in the southwest, and some other parts of the country under the reign of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the point of this video is that if Nigeria rulers are deceiving us, why are we deceiving ourselves? Because we want to key into politicization of Islam and Christianity. Too many Nigerians are Muslims and Christians, and they enjoy politicization of Islam and Christianity, even though most of those killed and being killed are Muslims and Christians. Islam and Christianity have blinded too many Nigerians. If you are if you really want to die, you know what to do. But you want Nigeria to die? Nigeria is dying. Under unbridled Boko Haram. Fuel subsidy is gone. All other subsidies are gone. Muslimi and bandits. Terrorism expanding its coast. And now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the guts to be saying, we will defeat terrorism. He should tell us why Umaru Musa Yar'Adua was unable to defeat it. Goodluck Ebele Asikwe Jonathan, who promised to do it in 4 years, could not do it who promised to do it in 6 months, could not do it in 4 years. Muhammadu Buhari, who promised to do it in 6 weeks, could not do it in 8 years. And now you are promising you will do it without any time space. Without any timeline. Deception galore. Since 2015 till date, under the so-called All Progressives Congress, retrogressing Nigeria since 2015 till date. Deception. Rather than progressive, you added S-men terrorism. You double yourself as president, you double yourself as Nigeria's petroleum minister, like Muhammadu Buhari, and accounting for nothing as Nigeria's petroleum minister or president. Plus, all subsidies are gone, including all subsidy. Run away hyperinflation, paying workers less than living wage, and fueling criminalities. You will defeat terrorism. You saw he was so careful in his choice of word. He didn't say we will defeat Boko Haram, terrorism, because he knows that terrorism has expanded beyond the Boko Haram Muslim community. So, Nigerians, let's learn to read behind the lines. God have mercy. The identities of those behind the Boko Haram crisis, their identities have been revealed by the Boko Haram itself. Fulani Muslim imperialists, represented by the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammadu Saad Abubakar III, Aminu Tambuwa, and Muhammadu Buhari. And of the three, only one has died, Muhammadu Buhari. The Sultan is still around. Aminu Tambuwa is still around. 2 of 3 is majority. So, how do we appease the Fulani Muslim imperialists to allow the Boko Haram Muslim to be? Because they don't want it to be. That's why they say they don't want dialogue. But you can't defeat somebody and you say you must keep fighting. And that's why I say the Nigeria's leaders and Hamas leaders are the same. They can't defeat Israel and they don't want to give up terrorism. If only to save Gaza. I mean, look at what Gaza has become now. I think it's worse than a shadow of its former self. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Robu, Ghana, Gaza, leveled. More than 50% leveled. Yes, 60-something% leveled. Robu. Shattering life. Catastrophic bombings. And yet, Hamas cannot say, please, let us stop this war, so that Gaza can have its peace. It's the same as Nigeria rulers. They say, no, we will not dialogue for peace. Let the terrorism continue. And they added S-men terrorism. And they added fuel subsidy is gone. All other subsidies are gone. That level of heartlessness of Nigeria's rulers. And Tinubu is still talking about we will eliminate the criminals. Which criminals are more criminal than you, Nigeria's rulers? Now headed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which criminals are worse than Nigeria's rulers?